backstage at America's Got Talent with the Smage Brothers Riding Show. How are we all doing today?
We're doing awesome.
Yeah? Did you expect that you were going to be here in the top 10 when you started this journey?
Absolutely not. I mean, rewind it, beginning of the season back in New York auditions, we were surprised to get out of there without crashing on that slippery stage, and then to have the judges' support and approval after that episode, that was just totally amazing, not expected at all. And then now to make it to this level, we thought we'd be gone way before this. So I mean, we can't ask for anything more than what we've already gotten, so we're just pumped to have been a part of it for this long.
Well, you guys literally risk your lives to do your act, so it's got to really mean a lot to you that America is responding to this. Can you talk a little about that?
Send it to that guy. That's the biggest risk right there. Risk taker extraordinaire.
That's right. You're the guy that can get squashed at any given moment.
Well, I could get squashed, but these guys are super good at what they do, so they try not to squash me as much as possible.
Yeah. Do you have accidents from time to time? Do things go wrong?
Some practices. We've had some accidents. I mean, not super bad. I mean, but good enough to do the show.
But like what's happened? How many times have you been to the hospital?
Actually, luckily I've never been to the hospital for doing what I do here with them. I've gotten hit in the head a couple times practicing the hat knockoff, which happened 2 shows ago, and just little brushes, like shoulder got brushed the other day, but nothing too major.
Sure.
Luckily.
Do you think that would earn you some sympathy votes if maybe you've got a little tire tread on your cheek?
Do you think so? Because if so, let's paint that sucker on there.
Nothing happened to my privates, so it's all good.
Oh, there you go. Your girlfriend approves, is what you're saying.
I don't have a girlfriend.
His many girlfriends.
No.
How is this experience helping you guys? How's it changing your life? Are you getting more calls?
His Facebook's blowing up.
Yeah.
But in general, not on that subject, but just with calls about shows in the future, and it's definitely prolonging our ability to perform on our motorcycles and do what we love and entertain people on them. So it's been really great. I mean, you can't really buy this exposure, so we're taking that with as much as we can and pushing it, and hopefully it'll extend our riding careers a lot longer.
So you've made it this far. You're literally 2 performances away from winning the whole thing. How do you step it up from here?
That's a good question. You know, we didn't expect to make it this far, so every time we're like, all right, let's just do this and just kill it like this, and I mean, that'll be the end of it. And now it's like, oh, we gotta do it again. All right, let's think about this. So we got some ways, and we're really looking to relate it to the people more, because what we do is so unique and so far-fetched for most people that it doesn't relate like singing and dancing would. So we're trying to have our next set kind of be more relatable to the American public, and we're also step up the riding, of course. The riding is going to remain on the rise, because I mean, that's what we're doing out here. We're just out here to improve ourselves, improve our show. So we're going to keep working on it and hopefully bring something new to the table.
We've seen you risk your own lives. We've seen you risk your grandmother's life, your family's lives, his life. What about the judges? Can you jump over the judges?
See, now I think they don't have enough insurance to cover that. I mean, definitely want to, and we've been actually. Howie jumped over him at the judges' dinner the other day on his feet, so that's kind of getting
the most scared right there. About it.
Scared of Howie in his sneakers. No, we would really love to have the judges or Nick be part of the act. Whether or not maybe I'll make it happen, I doubt it, but hey, we'll push for it.
You talk about insurance. How do you guys get insurance?
With a lot of money, unfortunately. We're going through that process right now for some shows we're working on in the future. It's really expensive.
Okay, so let's talk about life away from the show. What's life like for you guys home in Wisconsin?
Life is good in Wisconsin. We have a lot of acres to kind of do what we want. We live on a farm, so we're in the country, and we have lots of area to ride and to explore. And it's just a lot smaller town than it is out here, and we're pretty used to that. So coming to the city is a big change, and trying to adapt, but it's pretty difficult. What kind
of misconception does the rest of the country have about where you come from?
That's all about beer and cheese. It's not. I mean, there's athletes from there, there's musicians from there, there is talented people in the Midwest. It's just, they kind of stay in the Midwest. So for us to get this opportunity to get out on this national TV program, we really wanted to show people that there is more than that to that area. And we want to, at the same time, make everybody back home proud. And we think we're doing that, and that's just one of the coolest parts, not only our local fans and our local supporters, but our family back home and everybody. That's given us the opportunity in our lives to practice what we do and to get to the level that we're at. This whole thing more or less has kind of been a thank you to them by saying, hey, and especially our last act, we had a farm theme up on stage, we brought the family out. That was more or less to pay tribute to our grandparents who moved out of the city, gambled on buying a farm and getting that land so that we could grow up the way that we did, because we're very thankful for that.
And now you could potentially win $1 million, and what would you do with that?
Well, we'd have to give some back to the parents. I mean, we owe his dad a bunch of money for building props and vans breaking down along the way, and definitely give some back, and then be smart about it, and save some after the necessities are purchased. Like I need a new computer because we also make videos of what we do, and so you got to have the top of the line equipment and some new bikes. Something like that.
Is it easy for you guys to support yourselves doing what you do? Or is it a real grind?
Not yet. We're definitely just scraping by as it is right now. Trying to get as many local shows as we can get, hitting the fairs, the motorcycle dealerships. Performing at these smaller venues. We're really hoping that the exposure from this show can help parlay us into the next budget level, and hopefully pay off. Because to get to this level, it's been years and years and years of hard work, and hopefully it pays off. We just gotta keep on working hard, and hopefully in the end, we'll at least make ends meet, because we gotta catch up on some we spent on the show.
I have to imagine that nerves play a big part, in everybody's experience on the show. But you guys, you have to be so precise. If your arms are shaking just a little bit, or you're a little bit nervous, something could go terribly wrong. So how do you calm yourselves down? How do you get in the right frame of mind before doing a show on live TV in front of 15 million people?
Well, it would help if they didn't remind you that exact fact. All right, guys, you're going on in 5 seconds. Oh, it's live in front of 15 million. I'm like, oh, sweet. Thanks for telling me that now. Like, I know this. Really, it's just the years of experience competing and doing shows locally. Although the numbers, are going from, instead of a couple hundred into millions. So it's hard. It's hard to transfer into that. But you just gotta breathe, relax, and let it take its place. Just rely on the skills that you've acquired.
Okay, real quick before you go, each one of you is going to be one little tidbit about yourself personally, something that your fans would like to learn about each of you three guys.
All right. My name is Phil Smage, and during the winter I'm a professional snow skater for Ambition Snow Skates, which is skateboarding on the snow. Check it out.
Very interesting.
My name is Pat Smage. I'm brother of Phil, and I miss my goats.
How many do you have?
Two. Well, it's like our family's goats.
Think of someone. I got it.
Is one of them named Billy?
No,
Okay.
Burwell, close.
There you go. And he's a fainter.
My name is Troy Nault. They call me Troy Smalls, and I like to ride on motocross bikes with them, and I like to eat Subway.
All right, here you go. Thank you guys.
Hey, thank you.